I used to think I was going to study piano, and I remember in high school how when you played something, the music just carried you away. It's the same with illustration. When you make illustrations, there's nothing nicer than when you are happy with them later, because it fills you so much. It's like you're flying with them.
In the world of designer, illustrator and architect Manica Musil, you can meet a sleepy lion who is so bothered by every little thing that he can never fall into a deep sleep. Or an elephant who would like to tell stories, but no one wants to listen to him. Or two mischievous pigs who play jokes on the other farmyard animals. And there's also Cecilia the goat, Johnny Mosquito and Frankie the ant-eater.
Children love animals. They identify with them. And when you are illustrating, you can go much further with animals than with human characters. In the 6 books I've sewn, I see that it's been easier to show animals, that I can do a lot more with animals.
To sew her illustrations, she needs felt, scraps of used clothes, and some thread, as well as a steady hand for cutting and pasting, and a talent for sewing. She also needs a big imagination, so the picture she makes says what she wants it to say. When the story comes to life, she uses special equipment to scan or photograph the felt pieces separately, and then she assembles them together into a book.
First, there's the initial idea, which I then put into words. I write it up as a little story. The illustrations come next, as I'm thinking of the storyline. The story always comes first. I first have to know the story. Only then can I see it.
She got into designing almost by accident, when she sewed some ballet bags for her 2 daughters. And today, her illustrations are known among young readers not only in Slovenia and other European countries, but also in the United States, China, Turkey, Pakistan, South Korea, and Japan. Her 3 children are always the first readers of her books, and in fact, what happens in their lives often provides her with the material for new stories.
My last 2 stories came about because of my youngest daughter. You really get involved, especially if something's going on with your child, if something isn't right. It worries you so much. It has to come out.
In her work, she very skillfully uses the knowledge she acquired as an architect. And not just by giving depth to her illustrations and grounding them in space. At times, she also develops projects to go along with her books. For instance, her picture book, 2 Little Architects, became the basis upon which she created hundreds of miniature clay houses, which were placed all around the city of Maribor. Her picture book, The Naughty Pigs, which received the prize for the most beautiful children's book at the 2015 Slovenian Book Fair, later came to life as a puppet show. And since Manica Musil likes to go with a creative flow when she works, who can say what new projects her stories might take her to?